On February 1st, 1959, 9 experienced hikers camped on a remote mountain in the Soviet Union. They were young, healthy, and highly skilled. By morning, their tent had been ripped open from the inside. The group fled into freezing temperatures, many without proper clothing. Weeks later, rescuers found their bodies scattered across the snowy mountainside. Some had died from hypothermia. Others suffered devastating internal injuries. One victim was missing a tongue. More than 60 years later, people still ask the same question. What terrified them enough to abandon their tent? Chapter 1. The Expedition. In January 1959, 10 experienced hikers from the Ural Polytechnic Institute set out on a demanding skiing expedition in the northern Ural Mountains. Their goal was to reach Otorten Mountain. The journey was considered extremely difficult and required advanced survival skills. The team was led by Igor Dyatlov, an experienced outdoorsman. Partway through the trip, one member became ill and turned back. That decision likely saved his life. The remaining 9 hikers continued into one of the most remote regions of the Soviet Union. None of them knew they would never return. Chapter 2. Silence. The hikers were expected back by mid-February. Days passed, then weeks. No one heard from them. Families grew worried. A search party was finally organized. Experienced rescuers, soldiers, and volunteers began searching the snow-covered mountains. Then, they found the tent. Chapter 3. The tent. The tent was still standing, but something was terribly wrong. It had been sliced open from the inside. Most of the hikers' boots, warm clothing, food, and equipment remained inside. Why would experienced mountaineers run into a blizzard wearing little more than socks or bare feet? The footprints leading away from the tent suggested the group left in an orderly manner rather than in a panic. Yet something had clearly driven them into the freezing darkness. Chapter 4. The bodies. The first bodies were discovered beneath a large cedar tree. Some had attempted to light a fire. Others were found lying between the tree and the tent. Months later, as the snow melted, the remaining hikers were discovered in a nearby ravine. Some had severe chest injuries. Others had fractured skulls. Medical investigators reported that certain injuries were comparable to those caused by tremendous force. Yet, there were few external wounds. One victim no longer had a tongue. Another had missing soft tissue around the eyes. Investigators later suggested that natural decomposition and scavenging animals could explain some of these missing tissues. Still, the case became even more mysterious. Chapter 5. The investigation. Soviet investigators searched for answers. There was no evidence of a struggle with another group. No confirmed signs of an attack. The official conclusion at the time was vague. The hikers had died because of a compelling natural force. But what did that actually mean? The investigation was eventually closed. The mystery only grew. Chapter 6. The theories over the years. Many theories have been proposed. An avalanche may have forced the hikers to leave the tent quickly. Strong katabatic winds could have created terrifying conditions. Some suggested military testing in the area. Others pointed to infrasound, capable of causing fear or disorientation under certain conditions. And of course, there are theories involving secret experiments, unknown creatures, or paranormal events. These ideas remain popular online, but are not supported by strong evidence. In 2020, Russian authorities reopened the case and concluded that an avalanche was the most likely explanation, though some researchers continue to debate aspects of that conclusion. Conclusion. More than 60 years have passed. The mountains remain silent. The snow has buried many of the clues. But one question remains. Why did 9 experienced hikers leave the safety of their tent, knowing that freezing temperatures almost certainly meant death? Perhaps the mountain still holds its secrets. What do you think happened at Dyatlov Pass? Tell us your theory in the comments. Because every mystery has a story.